Yep, TPMS is getting popular these days. With approximately 250 million TPMS sensors now on the road, and approximately 1/3 of those 5 years older or more, it won't be long before you're faced with cars and trucks with the TPMS light on. TPMS sensors need to be serviced for many reasons, but very soon you'll see battery failures as the #1 reason. Bartec, the leaders in TPMS tools and solutions, is committed to teaching and informing the automotive repair technician. TPMS is a challenge and Bartec gets it. Because TPMS is what we do, only Bartec can give the support a technician needs to be successful at TPMS. To assist you, the technician, Bartec USA has brought you the TPMS Vehicle of the Month. This month's vehicle, the Nissan Frontier, has had direct TPMS since 2003 and uses Schrader Electronics TPM sensors. Before we get started, let's take a moment to review a few key items on TPMS. The Tread Act states that the TPMS mill light must come on when a tire's pressure drops below 25% of the vehicle placard. The placard is usually located on the B-pillar inside the driver's side door frame. It's also important to understand how the TPMS light works. When turning the ignition on, if the light comes on solid, the vehicle has a pressure problem. If the light comes on flashing, the vehicle has a system problem. Now that we've reviewed some background in TPMS, let's begin working on the Frontier. Like all Nissans, the Frontier requires an OBD connection when performing TPMS relearns and repairs. Prior to the 400 series tools for the dealership, or others using an OE-level tool solution, this required a laptop scan tool or the use of a clicker tool. Based on our communications with support, as well as other polls and surveys, this has caused confusion with the consumer, thinking that in order to get TPMS service completed, they must visit the dealership. Let's review a couple of key points to be aware of as a technician. Nissan has issued a TSB, that's NTB 10-114, explaining the proper use of an air chuck and which type to use on vehicles with TPMS sensors. And a report prepared by ETI states that Nissan and Infiniti was ranked #1 on the hardest brands to work on. Complaints range from not having the required tools to being complicated. Now that you have a background in Nissan TPMS, let's see how Bartec and the Tech 400 series of tools make TPMS service and repair on the Nissan Frontier easier. Let's begin work on the Frontier. If repairing the vehicle requires sensor replacement or control module replacement, you must now get the sensor information and stream it to the control module. The Tech 400 tools are unique in that they activate the sensors and capture the sensor's ID directly from the sensor. Properly position the tool at each wheel and press Test to activate the sensor and capture the sensor information. As always, begin with the left front tire and proceed clockwise. The on-screen display will prompt you to move from tire to tire. With a successful sensor read, the tool will display the sensor pressure and cycle to the next tire position automatically. If the tool displays an X during activation, you may have either a bad or wrong sensor fitted. Try reading the sensor again, making sure to use proper tool placement. If the tool displays a question mark during activation, the tool is letting you know, based on the make, model, and year you selected, the sensor that was read is close in protocol, but not exactly what should be fitted to that vehicle. Once all 4 IDs are stored, the arrow will point to the comms box. Note, the comms box will show when the vehicle you have selected has comms support. Connect the OBD cable to the bottom of the tool. Use the OBD connector to plug the Tech 400 into the OBD port located under the dashboard on the driver's side. Prior to writing to the vehicle, ensure the ignition is in the on position but not started. With the tool connected and ignition in the on position, press Enter to access the comms menu. Once in the comms menu, with right IDs highlighted, press Enter to continue. The Tech 400 will stream the sensor IDs to the control module. As the data begins to transfer, the TPM warning light will flash, and upon IDs written successfully, the light will go off. If after the IDs are written and the TPM light continues to stay on solid, check the pressure of each tire to ensure they are set at placard. Yes, that's it. You've just programmed the TPMS IDs to a Nissan Frontier. With the introduction of Easy Sensor, a fully reprogrammable sensor blank, the Tech 400 allows the operator to use a blank sensor and program it to fit this vehicle. To recap, in 3 easy steps, capture, connect, and write, you have completed the TPMS relearn on the Nissan Frontier. Bartech will always be committed to product and technical support. You can count on Bartech to help you with TPMS.